Hello, love. If you feel like you've been doing everything in your relationship, mentally, emotionally, even spiritually, then this is for you. If you've been doing all of that work and it still feels like it's one sided, you're not messed up and you're not broken. You're just exhausted from doing everything, from being on all the time. And what most women don't know that they were never taught is that all that effort, the trying, the fixing, the proving, doesn't create love, it blocks it. So, tonight we're talking about how to stop doing it all and start inspiring your man instead. Do you think that through a lot of hard work and effort that you're going to have a successful relationship? That's what I thought. It's a big, fat, effing lie. Trying harder only creates burnout, not connection. Effort does not equal love. A key shift is to replace effort with emotional presence. Okay. This is where we slow down, breathe, and let your grounded energy speak for itself. You are simply being there in the present moment. When you're calm, he feels safe to meet you. Number two, fixing feels like control. If you're trying to fix, change, or even wait on your man to step up, this is going to feel like pressure to him. He feels this. He knows it even when you're thinking about it, because it's not like you're thinking about it a little bit. You're probably obsessing and focusing on him. It's like if your focus were a flashlight, is it always thinking about your man, what he's doing, what he's not doing? Is he calling you? Is he texting you back? The effort he's putting in or not putting in? Okay. That's your focus. And your focus is so vital. If you're constantly focused on him, that's going to determine how he feels around you. And that's going to affect your energy. So when you're calm, he finally feels safe to meet you. Fixing, explaining, managing his emotions is equal to mothering energy for him. He doesn't feel loved. He feels controlled. He feels pressured. When you stop doing it all, you create space for him to rise. If you're literally doing everything and giving everything, you're doing it all. There is no room for him to do anything. So when you let go, you take a step back, okay? And you let his energy, his effort fill in that space. And no, it's not going to be on your timeline. It's not going to be when you want it, how you want it. You won't be able to call the shots. That's being in control, okay? When you stop over functioning, you give him the opportunity to start functioning normal. When you stop doing it all, you create space for your man to rise. Comment yes if this sounds like something you want. So, me, personal story. Okay, with my guy, I was a typical do it all, give everything, be over responsible. This was me. So, I was doing 90% of everything. And then when I didn't do it, I would sit back and watch, is he going to do it? I'd be looking and he would feel this pressure, right? Then I would get pissed because he didn't do it when I wanted him to do it or how I wanted him to do it. And then he's like, there's no pleasing this lady. Okay. Your guy needs to know how to please you and how to make you happy. If every time you want him to do something, you're standing around for him, waiting on him to do the thing that he said he'd do or that you asked him to do, that's going to feel like pressure and control. And he's not going to want to do it. It's not going to be a pleasant experience. So when I stopped doing everything, I felt really anxious because I was so used to over functioning, doing everything, and giving all the time. Okay. So I had to learn to regulate my emotions. And this helped me so much. Point number three, energy inspires devotion. Men do not respond to pressure, they respond to peace. We want to be his peace, not his comfort. When you're available all the time, when you're doing everything for him, when you're making his life easy, that's comfort. We don't want to give him comfort. He's a grown ass man. He doesn't need your comfort. And peace means that when you talk to him about upsetting things, you don't talk to him when you want to rip his head off. That's not the time. You calm down and then you come back and then talk to him when you feel peaceful, calm, and centered. That's when you have the conversation. That's what I mean about the peace. They respond to peace. And he doesn't feel your words, he feels your energy. When was the last time you told your man that you wanted something, that something was important to you, and he just didn't seem to care? Hell, he would probably wasn't even listening, right? Because it's your energy. He realizes he knows the difference between you're done and when you're nagging or when you keep reminding him. He knows the difference. When your energy says, I trust you to meet me, he wants to meet you where you're at. You can't force devotion, you embody it with your energy. If this hits home, then this is exactly what we do. This is for the woman who's tired of being the strong one when you're ready to start feeling cherished again. You've been doing everything on your own for far too long. Now it's your turn to be spoiled, to be chosen, to be cherished, to be adored. Okay? Say yes if this sounds like something you want. And let me know your thoughts in the comments. You get a man's devotion not by through your hard work and effort, but through your energy. Here's a key shift that we need to slow down and ground ourselves in the present moment, okay? And say nothing. The most powerful magnetic thing you can do is say nothing. So, effort does not equal love. Fixing kills connection. And energy is what inspires devotion. It's all about your energy. It's all about becoming magnetic. So you can get the love, the cherishing, the adoration that you want. Because you shouldn't be doing everything, giving your everything in the relationship, and your guy's just coasting. And you feel like it's a one sided relationship. Love isn't supposed to feel like this. Love isn't supposed to feel like a 9 to 5 where you're exhausted and drained because you're doing it all, giving everything. Okay. There is a better and easier way. I promise you.